The final evening of the MRC GTTCC League 5 year. We have two races still to go. This is Maggiore GP, fictional circuit in Italy. We have also need to bring you up to date. There's only 8 runners in this race today. Unfortunately, one person got banned from the series. You probably guess who from the last race. That sort of racing won't be tolerated. It's a clean racing series. This one as clean as it can be. So any sort of deliberate attempts at putting people off the circuit is not good. So they end up getting thrown out of the series if that's what they do. So we shall run you through the next to last race of the series. Here we are. So in pole position we have Beserker. Second place on the grid here is Maggiore. Total Rose in the lead Ferrari third. Beserker-Boy in the Team Firestone Ferrari fourth. Zafiro in the Honda fifth. Dragon Eagle sixth. Savage seventh. And the Veggie Burger of the burger kind back here in 8th. So there's only 8 runners today. So let's see how things pan out. We'll start on board with Savage. Although it's not technically on board, it's from the third person view, but unfortunately I can't actually get on board as such with Savage in his cockpit. That's the nearest, and I don't like the view there. Because this one you get to see what people are doing. Also, something else to note out for before this race starts is that the stewards are also mentioned about corner cutting to the drivers. So something that each driver should be aware of coming out into this race. Corner cutting, as in the white lines that you can see there at the side of the grid, of the start-finish straight there. The white lines there are meant to be an imaginary wall. You need to keep at least 2 tyres on the black stuff. If you keep consistently running 4 tyres off the black stuff, or past all 4 tyres past those white lines, either side of the circuit that you can see there, I'm pretty sure the stewards will probably end up getting involved in what's happening. So, without further ado, let's crack on with this race. Still lots to play for. Places up for grabs for the podiums for the series. Crowd a little bit more animated there on the right than they were at Dragon Trail, that's for sure. Drivers are revving their engines. And they're off. Superb start there by Savage. He pulls away quite quickly, but the Dragon Eagle's also got a good start there. Citroen seems to shoot off the line. So, Savage got up here. What's happened to Berger? Berger's fallen way back. Berger's got a poor start there. So up in front we've got Beserker, Maggiore, Rose, Beserker. Let's go on board with Beserker. Oh, Savage looks up the inside there. Beserker goes wide. Let's go on board. Here we go. 4th place Beserker, Team Firestone in the Ferrari. Looks like Powerburger's already finished. Maggiore goes wide. Total Rose looks up the inside. Slows both of them up. Can the Beserker go round the outside of the other Ferrari? He looks at the other driver, waves goodbye to him, pulls up the inside racing line. Nice move there by Beserker through the S-bends. So we're now back on board with Total Rose here. He's looking around the outside again. The Beserker all over the back of the other Ferrari. Oh, this is going to be quite close. Let's go back on board with Savage. Get a good view of this. 3 drivers. Beserker blocking the inside line there. Rose thinking about diving up the inside. Doesn't quite make it. So lost it there. And Rose has lost a place after all that. Savage has gone back up to 4th. Superb driving by all 3 drivers there. Let's quickly go replay that back here from Rose's point of view. Beserker looking to block that line. He does block it at the apex. Slows him down. Slows Rose down even more. But let's allow Savage to go around the outside. Superb driving. Meanwhile, back there we've got the Dragon Eagle and Zafiro. So really we're down to 7 runners now. A bit disappointing there that there's only a few, but nice battle brewing here, that's for sure. Total Rose. Looking at the back of that Porsche. Savage gets it wrong out that corner, coming to the next to last turn. He's got the outside of him, but he's been forced out even wider from Savage, and Total Rose has gone off. Oh, he holds it well. Great driving there. And in the meantime, Zafiro looking all over the back of that Citroen. Citroen braking hard there. So the drivers here from 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, line astern. Everyone is left on the field and within sight of each other as such, are right here. Oh, Zafiro gets it too wrong there, goes very wide. He's lost a bit of distance there to the boys in front, so let's go on board now with Savage, looking to try and close the gap to Beserker. Doesn't look like he's looks like Beserker's pulling away. It looks like Bulke's pulling away from MacGyver, and MacGyver's pulling away from MacGyver's got a penalty up there. These are the corners that people need to look out for. Let's ride on board with Beserker. We're up to this hairpin. Everyone's still lying astern, really. That's a glorious line through there. Oh, right at the very edge of the circuit. And here we are back now with Savage and Rose. Rose has caught right up with Savage, ran that hairpin, side by side through 2 corners now. 3 corners, Savage is pulling that Porsche, squeezing the Ferrari, but he gives him room on the outside. Who's going to get under braking? I thought Rose was going to get out under braking, but he doesn't. Savage holds his line. We've already learned from the last race at Dragon Trail, Savage is a brilliant driver at holding his line and can be very defensive, but it still has the power in that Porsche to keep the position. So that was good racing there by both. Sorry, I was backed out of forcing that through there. He's gone very wide onto the grass. Oh, off the track there completely. Not sure that was an intentional. He's just drifted too wide there. Under braking now, looking at the back end of that Porsche. Savage. Oh, little nudge, another little nudge. He's trying to say hello, which allows Dragon Eagle to get past. How far is Zafiro? He's not too close enough. So, on board here with Rose now, who's losing position. To Dragon Eagle. So, let's listen to that Citroen power. Trying to catch up with the Porsche. Oh, shallow line there from Dragon, being very defensive, holding off the Rose, who's now holding up Zafiro. So we've got line astern here, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, all within half a second of each other. Savage gets it wrong on the entry into this tricky left, right, left. Or is it? Yes, it's left, right. Yeah, I'm right. Look at this side by side. Dragon looking to take Savage, and he manages it. So look at these boys fighting. Savage looking to go up the inside of Eagle, while Zafiro gets Rose, put Rose back to 7th. Zaf makes a move, and he gets Dragon at the same time. Oh, cuts a lot of corner there at the hairpin. But no, oh no! Wow, Dragon goes round the outside and Total Rose undercuts him. What a sequence of moves that was. So he didn't really gain any position. He gave the position back, to be honest, probably for cutting so much of the corner. But Savage fighting off these 3 drivers here. Rose sideways under braking, allows Zaf to get up the inside of him again. Zaf passes the Rose. Beautiful move, no contact, as Rose is now looking here at the back of Zaf. But meanwhile, Dragon's looking up the inside of Savage. Savage pushed wide. Dragon's, has he got the grunt up the start-finish straight? Is allowing Zaf now. Oh, these boys are having a great time. Start-finish straight, lap 4. Savage, oh no! So dear, Zafiro looking to go either side of the Citroen. Gets in front of the Ferrari. Ferrari accidentally pushes the Honda, but no one's gained or lost anything, so it's all fair so far. Line astern here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is brilliant racing. This is what we want from MRC, GTTCC, GR4 series. 4 manufacturers, 4 committed drivers, good clean racing as much as they can. Anyway, that was accidental there, but so here we go. Savage goes wide at the first hairpin, which has allowed Dragon Eagle to get up close, but the Porsche's power is just too much. Look how defensive Savage is there on the inside, which has allowed Zaf to undertake the Eagle. Now the Eagle's undertaking the Zaf. Where's the Ferrari of the side by side? Dragon Eagle, Zafiro. It's a little bit of side contact there, just trying to squeeze two cars through one corner, but has now left the Total Rose. Can he squeeze between the two of them here? Coming into the fast hairpin, Zaf's back, got the line. No, the poor Ferrari driver has to back out. Zaf and Zafiro and Dragon still at it. They're still giving each other a good little kiss there. Ferrari now all over the back of Zafiro. It's allowed Savage now. He's got a little bit of distance between these two boys scrapping. 1, 2, 3. There's not much going. Believe me, there's not much else going on up in front. Bulke is pulling away from MacGyver, who's pulling away from Beserker. We'll see how this pans out first, and then we shall go back to these, because this is exciting stuff. We're having a bit of a breather here. I need a sip of tea so I can get my breath back. Oh, there we go. So Zaf all over the back of the Eagle, who's all over the back of Savage, and now his Total Rose again back behind Zaf. Lots of curb there. That's a bit naughty. He brakes. I think he brakes on purpose there because he took too much. So it looks like the Eagle is catching Savage against Savage. Again, massively defensive there. He still had room to go proper in the proper racing line, but the Porsche seems to definitely have an advantage over the other drivers here. It just seems to be able to run shallow lines and still have the power to pull away from all these other manufacturers. Definitely think the Porsche's got a good advantage here. So the Citroen of Dragon Eagles hunting down Savage, who's now been... The Citroen's now been caught by Zafiro. Total Rose not quite caught up yet. So Zafiro looking up the inside of the fast hairpin. This is still too far back. Is he going to get out of braking? No, he's not. Go around the apex. Brilliant driving there from Zaf. But it looks like the Eagle's got a run on... Well, you always think that the Citroen will have a run on a Porsche, and it does. It's got just side by side by Savage, but Savage holds it, squeezes the Citroen. And now Zafiro from nowhere has dived between the two. Oh, let's quickly look back at that. Let's go back to Zafiro. That was a superb move there, opportunistic move there from the Honda driver. These two boys squabbling here, side by side, hold each other up. Zafiro straight through the middle. Wow, what a move. Can he hold it under braking? Dragon's gone wide. It's going to cut off Savage just about fairly, and he's off the track again, unfortunately, with a little bit of contact. Cuts the Porsche's nose off, which has just allowed Ferrari, and now he's got a penalty for it. Yes, I thought he might get a penalty there, the Dragon Eagle, for going off the track too far. These boys properly scrapping here, literally just holding each other up, so the drivers in 1, 2, 3 can just pull away. But now Zaf has got into fourth place. Can he pull away? Dragon almost takes the position from Savage. Savage holding his defensive line. Now Rose has got round the outside. Now for the inside of that corner, and Savage has gone from 4th to 7th, but looks up the inside. Oh, he dives. Didn't mean to go back to the Powerburger there. Dives up the inside, too much contact, gives the place back to Rose. Fair driving there. So now we might have a little bit of breathing space, but Zafiro's gone very wide there. A little bit of breathing space between these boys now. So while we have, let's quickly recap where we are. Here's Bulke, race leader. We're now on lap 6, and this is the first time we've had a chance to go to him to see how the other drivers are getting on. MacGyver is still within sight of the Bulke. with his Klein Mark 48 torpedo sign on the back there from last week. All that damage was repaired from the human torpedo. In a very lonely third place here is Beserker-Boy for the second Team Firestone driver. Zaf now in fourth place in the NSX for Red Bull. Dragon in the Citroen in fifth place. Rose is catching the Eagle, still got half a second there or so to catch up. Savage has dropped off the back of Total Rose, and the Powerburger is just having a Sunday afternoon drive and decides to have a picnic at turn 1. So maybe Powerburger was going to have a veggie burger. Let's ride on board with the race leader. I say on board, you know what I mean. Coming up to the first fast hairpin shallow line there, gets a nice drive out of it though. Still hasn't quite lost MacGyver. So coming into this first corner, takes the chicane left, right, left. Ooh, very close to having all four wheels off there, but it didn't quite manage it. So he's being chased now by Paul. He just can't seem to make headway. Berserker's still round at this section off the track at the left, right, left. So we'll go back again. So this is the closest. Yep, here we are. So we go on board with Rose through the fast chicane section, trying to catch down the Citroen there. Run up to the fast hairpin now. Rose desperately trying to catch him at this hairpin. Thinks about the inside, doesn't do it. So we're just coming up to about halfway in the race. We'll do a fastest lap rundown in a minute as well. We're on lap 7. Rose trying to catch. He's not really making much headway. He's still about half a second. Always caught him under braking there. Oh, Dragon Eagle gets out horribly wrong in the entry to that turn circuit there, and he's been given a penalty for it, as he should. All four wheels off. So he's at some point he's got to give out that penalty. And Rose thinking about the inside line there. He's now going around the outside. Has he got the line? Has he got the power to get him under braking? Rose fighting hard. Yes, he's got him there under braking. Rose has just put in his fastest lap as well, so he's gone wide at turn 3. Sorry, turn 2. This is turn 3 coming up now. His fastest lap was a 2:08. And now with Dragon with a 1.5 second penalty, he slots right behind for the Ferrari. There's Savage, still too far. He's looking up the inside here. It's going to take him at this. No, he's not. Backs right out. I thought he had the line there. Thought he was going to take him there. He scrubbed off some of his penalty at least. And as you can see, if you can see the map at the top right of the screen there, we've got the leader Bull K. He's just gone around the fast hairpin, and he's Total Rose gone well off track there. Closely followed by MacGyver and Berserker in third on his own, and then these boys here. Dragon thinks about going around the inside there, and he does. And I think this pushed the Ferrari driver wide, so these two side by side now. Unfortunately, Dragon seems to keep fading out to scrub off his penalty. So the boys battling for 5th place here. There's the Powerburger. He's had his picnic. He's having his picnic with a veggie burger and fries and a chocolate milkshake, I hear. Might join him later for that one. Although I'll have a beef burger. Thank you very much. What's your favourite type of burger? Everyone put in the comments your favourite burger. Mine is a Burger King big super meal. Well, no, what's it called? Can't remember. The Burger King, the basic Burger King burger is much nicer than the McDonald's. Well, I do like the KFC chicken burgers. They're nice as well. So let us know in the comments your favourite type of burger. And Power Burger, you're not allowed to put yourself. Right then, let's go on board with the leader. Just come back through here, through these the chicane section again. Let's ride on board with our race leader. Oh, 4 wheels off the road there. Here he comes. When he stays on track and he gets in front, he's very difficult for anyone to catch up, I have to say. He's a very quick driver, although, looking at that chicane section, he's been through that chicane section a couple of... Oh, he's off 4 wheels off the course again there. I have to be honest, I've seen a lot of drivers having all 4 wheels off so far. Oh, hard right turn there. You could see the wheels, the tyres, sorry, desperately trying to hold that Honda on the track. He went around that fast right hand turn, and again there, nice shots these from our cameraman. Good job, boys. Starting to ease away from MacGyver, so he's going over the line now. And he's doing 1:58.6 is his fastest lap. So let's go check with MacGyver what his fastest lap is. A 1:58.4. So MacGyver has got the pace, albeit 0.2 of a second in his beautiful liveried Porsche there. So he's got the pace, but unfortunately, if you look at his lap times there, he's only done 2 1:58s, whereas Beserker has been consistently knocking in the 58 and low 59s. Got a driver's eye perspective now of Beserker through this chicane section. Left, right, left again. Off the track, 4 wheels off. Let's go with MacGyver, see how he's getting on. These boys out on their own, to be honest, so not much going on. It's pretty static here at the moment. Beserker-Boy. Best is a 1:59.9 off the pace, but at least a second is again consistent. 2 minute, 2 minute, 2:01, 2 minute, 2 minute. So he's pretty much there or thereabouts. Again, he's Rosa now has caught up with Zafiro a little bit. Might have missed Rose getting past Dragon Eagle. Oh no, we didn't. We caught that. So Savage caught up with Dragon Eagle. No, Savage has dropped right off the pace. So really, this is the closest battle we've got on the circuit at the moment. As the leader's just gone past the start-finish line to the first hairpin. These boys are coming into the last complex at the end of the, sorry, the beginning of the last straight, coming right up. Rose looking, thinking about Savage, thinking about Zafiro here. This is good. Got a good line down here. Can he get the Zafiro under braking? Yes, he can. So he's jumped back in front. So so we're going to jump. Let's go back up to our race leader here. Beserker coming into this tricky left-hand right section. Left. Oh, he's got it wrong there, I have to say. Left, right, left. And off a little bit there. Let's go back down to the Total Rose and Zafiro now. Rose gets it wrong on the entry to the fast right hairpin. So everything's sort of calmed down a lot apart from this battle here for 4th place, and points mean a lot at this stage of the series. I think at the moment, as things stand, before this race started, Aaron in the Ferrari was in 3rd place. Zafiro was only a few points behind. I think it's less than 10 points separates the boys, and Beserker-Boy is also in that mix. So Beserker's in front of these two at the moment. He's just gone around the fast hairpin. So 21 minutes gone. Race certainly has settled down quite a lot now, and this is the closest by far battle on the circuit at the moment, following the Red Bull driver. Let's see if we can get some different kind of shots. Boys diving in. Zafiro's looking very racy here coming into this last turn. Yeah, the Ferrari's pulling away, and Ferrari's gone wide again though. Has that allowed Zafiro to catch up? He's got a toe, he's looking up the inside, he's too far off, he won't get him under braking there. Oh, he's got him at the hairpin though. Let's go on board now. No, he hasn't. So, Total Rose defends his line again. Zaf looking up the inside. These boys evenly matched here. Zaf's best times are 2 minutes 7. Rose is a 1:59.7, so a whole second a lap quicker. If only you can cut out the mistakes and keep it together, he should eventually start to pull away from this driver, the Honda driver, Zaf. Bit tentative into the chicane, they're trying to get it right, left, left. Both drivers off there. So, 6 minutes to go, lap 12 now. Fast hairpin round the right. These two have basically been side by side, line astern, whatever you want to say, for 20 minutes now. Probably sick of the sight of each other. Helicopter whizzes overhead there. Oh, Zaf's just done a personal best in that sector. Oh, he's very close to the rear end of that Ferrari. They wave to the power burger. Enjoying his picnic still, but he can't. That Ferrari's made its back end quite wide there. Sort of, he's got drifting wide again there, the Ferrari driver. So he's made it quite difficult for Zaf to get past him, but he's got a toe coming along here. Is he going to make it under braking? No, he's not. So let's quickly go back up again to Bulke, the lead driver, on lap 13. 7 runners into this chicane. All 4 wheels off the circuit there and there and there. Oh, not sure about that line. Stewards, you may be giving this Portuguese, I think it's Portugal driver, or is it Bulgaria? Not sure. Portuguese, I think it is. This Portuguese driver a call, I reckon. Paul still not managed to scrub off his penalty. Beserker-Boy wondering where everyone is. Total Rose wishing the Zaf would go away. Zaf thinking, I'm fed up of looking at the back of that Ferrari. Dragon Eagle's too far off the pace, and Savage, can't believe Savage has dropped off the pace so far. He was right up here with 4th, so obviously making a few mistakes at this circuit. So 4.5 minutes to go, which would be about 2 and a bit laps probably. In 25 minutes of racing, these two boys separated by about 6 car lengths. As races go, it started off very exciting, but it's been all quite stationary for a while now. The Honda just can't seem to catch the Ferrari. Well, can catch the Ferrari, but can't get past the back end of that blue driver there. He's got to drive again through this lot. Zaf is very quick down this last section. He catches right up to Total Rose coming into, and he's done a personal best there, Zaf. 2 minutes 0.5 exactly. So he's still pushing 26 minutes into the race, and he's right behind him now. Oh, he's drifted a little bit wide. Got it wrong out of turn 2 even. I'll get it right one of these days. The Ferrari driver just easing off now. Was that the chance that Zaf needed? Was that his only chance of regaining 4th place? So see, the Ferrari drivers pulled away again. Both missed the apex completely there. And we've now coming up to 2 minutes. So when we get to 2 minutes, we shall focus on the top 3 drivers finishing their race for their last lap. Both Zaf and Total Rose off the circuit there. Coming up to this fast hairpin, just like a Scalextric set this turn. Who remembers those days of the Scalextrics with the banked turns? You could really throw the cars in. Well, that's what these boys are doing it here. These boys are doing here with these GR4 ranked machines. Right, so it doesn't look like Zaf is catching up with the Total Rose here, so we shall ride on board with Beserker now, who's only got a minute and coming up to a minute and a half or so left. You have to admire his consistency there. 58, 59, 59, 58, 59, 59, 58, 58. Good driving by the Beserker. There's a minute and a half left. He's probably going to cross the line before the 30 minutes are up, so he might have to do another lap, but I'm pretty sure 2nd and 3rd might finish on this lap. So let's see where Beserker is. He's a minute to go now. He's still coming up to the fast hairpin. He's still quite a way off the finish straight line, the finish line, sorry. So again, for another race win, I believe. Taking a lot of curve there. 30 seconds to go. It's been the class of this race, I have to say. 20 seconds now. Yeah, he might get across. He's coming up to a back marker. Oh, the Beserker's had his picnic, and he looks like he might be pulling. No, he's not pulling into the pits. So 7 seconds to go. So here comes Paul. Paul will. 30 minutes is up now. So in 2nd place will be Maggiore. 3rd place. We're on final corners or so for the 2nd team Firestone driver. Will be Beserker-Boy. Well driven for his 3rd place. Very quiet race for him though. He desperately needs the points. And here comes Total Rose for 4th. Zaf, who couldn't catch up with Total Rose at all, for 5th. Dragon Eagle coming across the line now in 6th. Savage still has a way to go, but we're just taking it easy now to get the points, coming in for 7th place. Power Burger now in the bar having a wine, I hear. Chardonnay. Savage, like most of his racing, they're taking it very, very shallow. So here comes Savage across the line to finish in 7th place, which just leaves our race winner still driving hard, I have to say. Takes again a lot of curb and a lot of track. He should have done. Coming around the last complex here, into the last downhill section, the last left-hand turn into the start-finish straight. He's pushing hard still, even though he doesn't need to, and here he comes. Your race winner celebrates with his lights flashing and the crew hanging over the side with bouquet. So thank you very much for watching round 9. We have one more race to go, and I hope to see you soon.